Meet Catherine Charlebois and Nickolas Christopher, two of Broadway's brightest young talents. Nick just opened as Collins in the off-Broadway revival of Rent, and Catherine is currently performing in a little show you may have heard of called Wicked. But it wasn't too long ago that these two rising Broadway stars were kids just like you at the Junior Theater Festival. We caught up with Nick and Catherine in New York City.
So Nick, what do you remember about the Junior Theater Festival?
Oh, I remember it was the first time I felt like a professional because we were being called off to Atlanta, Georgia to do theater for the first time, and that was a huge deal to me.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you remember?
I remember performing in my showcase with my group from North Shore Music Theater, and I remember seeing a bunch of different groups put together their shows and perform little bits of it for everyone. It was neat to see so many different shows all in one place. Do you remember how you felt right before you performed at the Junior Theater Festival?
Yeah, I was so nervous because I was playing Genie in Aladdin, and the whole Disney staff was there watching us, and I had never performed in front of that many people before, ever. What about you? What did you
I
feel?
remember being really nervous too. I was playing John the Baptist and Judas in Godspell, and we were performing at the Fox Theater in Atlanta on this huge stage in front of all these people. It was the biggest theater I'd ever played in, and I remember being really nervous. I sang the first lines in the show, so I was like, ooh, thought it all rode on me. But I remember as soon as we started, we just got back into that same groove, and I felt really welcomed by everybody that was there. We just all sort of relaxed into it and felt like we were part of this really big community. It was really cool.
Did you always want to be an actress since then?
I don't think so. I think when I was that age, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. I never thought that being an actress was really possible, that was something that just anybody could do. And I think going to Junior Theater Festival for the first time, I really realized, oh, maybe this is something I could do. It really opened up that opportunity and made me sort of think about it in a real life sense. What about you? Did you know you were always going to be an actor?
Well, for me, I knew I wanted to act, but it was the first time that I had permission to be an actor, because at our age, back then when I was 12 or 13, there were no other guys doing theater. It seemed like something only girls did. And going there and seeing that there were other guys doing theater, it really gave me the permission to not only play football and basketball in high school, but also pursue theater. So how did we even meet?
I think it was doing the choreography DVD for Godspell. It was right after I had done the showcase at the Junior Theater Festival, and we brought in a bunch of new people to do the choreography DVD.
Oh, that's right. I remember. Actually, I was recognized on the DVD. A friend of mine had done a bunch of shows with kids, and he ordered the choreography DVD because he was doing Godspell, and he called me right away because he recognized me doing my crazy faces as Jesus, and that trick came.
I had to do some serious lip syncing too.
That's right.
It's pretty good. Bless the Lord, I think.
Yes.
I think, yeah, a lot of lip syncing.
Killed it. You killed it.
So Nick, what are you up to now?
Well, right now, I'm fortunate enough to be playing Collins in the revival of Rent off Broadway. What are you doing? You're in the city right now, right?
I'm in Wicked. I am right now a swing and a Nessa Rose understudy.
Oh, nice.
And did you go to school?
Yeah, I did a little school. I bopped around a little bit. My senior year of high school, I transferred to a performing arts high school called Walnut Hill. And then after that, I went on to Boston Conservatory for a year. Got amazing dance and vocal training there. And then I ended up transferring to Juilliard, their acting program there. Where did you go to school?
I went to public high school in Andover, Massachusetts, and then I went to Syracuse University for college for all 4 years, and I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater.
Oh, nice.
What was it like stepping onto a professional stage for the first time?
Oh man, it was a wealth of emotions, because at first it's nerve-wracking and you're scared you're gonna mess up. But then again, I had a second thought, and we didn't just train for this in college. We started training back when we first did theater. And in doing theater in a community theater or doing theater on an off-Broadway or Broadway stage is the same thing. You're still telling a story. So my old instincts from when the crazy director that we had for Broadway Junior Theater Festival, and you know, what he taught us, my instincts just kicked in. What about you?
It was a lot of the same thing. A lot of nervousness for you know, all the people that are watching you and the people on stage with you, and you want to do everything really right. But we've worked so hard, and all of, you know, the things we've learned from other shows that we've done and classes we've taken and things all sort of come together in that one moment, and you sort of let everything go and your body just takes over and it just happens. It's kind of a magical out-of-body experience.
Yeah. It's almost less nerve-wracking than the Junior Theater Festival because you're performing in front of less people. I just remember there were so many people there when we did that.
And it's so many years later that we've done so many other shows and sort of built on the foundation that we got when we were younger and sort of grew from that to be where we are today.
So if you could go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice for when you were at JTF, what would it be?
I think I'd say to myself to always do what you love and to work really hard, but most importantly, to always stay true to yourself and who you are. What we do is really hard. There's sometimes, you know, a lot of people trying to do what we do, and it can just be tough. But I think as long as you stay true to who you are and what you believe in, everything is going to work out the way it should. What would you say to yourself if you could go back in time and say something to yourself when you were at JTF?
Well, if I could go back in time, I think I would say follow your dreams and make sure that your commitment to what you love comes first overall. I had a lot of great friends in high school, but their priorities weren't necessarily going to dance class and wearing tights, so I got a little bit of a hard time for that. But as long as you stay true to what you love, you're going to get very far in this.
I'm so glad we got to catch up.
Yeah, so great to see you.
Good to see you too. We got shows to go to though.
We got some shows to do.
Yeah.
So why don't you guys come along?
They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say there's always magic